Good evening. This is Capital News at 9:30. My name is Khadija Zimbwe. First, the national news. The President of Zanzibar and Chairman of the Revolutionary Council, Dr. Hussein Ali Mwinyi, has led hundreds of citizens of Zanzibar to pay last respects to former President, the late Dr. John Magufuli, at Amani Stadium in Zanzibar. The occasion began with the body of the late Dr. John Magufuli arriving at Karume Airport from Dodoma at 9:15 in the morning before being transported to Amani Stadium, whereby residents standing along the roadside were all able to wave goodbye to the former leader. At Amani Stadium, the national anthem, Zanzibar and East African community anthems were played before prayers were said by various religious leaders.
Mwenyezi Mungu, Mungu wa mbingu, ardhi na vilivyomo, muweza wa kila kitu, mfalme wa wafalme, umetuumba kwa mapenzi yako bila ya kumhitaji kwa chochote kile, bali sisi tunahitaji.
Msamehe madhambi yake yote aliyotenda alipokuwa duniani akiwa hai.
Addressing residents of Zanzibar, President Dr. Hussein Mwinyi said that the late Dr. Magufuli was a gift from God to Tanzanians, but that he has great confidence with the new leadership under Samia Suluhu Hassan.
Kwa hakika tumempoteza mwanamapinduzi mahiri wa karne ya sasa.
For sure, we have lost an extraordinary man in this generation. He was a leader with special charisma, very rare leader to be found. He was a leader who served for the minorities and patriotic to his country, with great vision of taking our country to high developments by using our own resources. I believe that getting the opportunity to give our last respects will leave us in peace. Without any doubt, this gathering shows how much we loved and respected our beloved president. Let us continue praying for him. We shall forever remember him for fighting for the benefit of Tanzanians. He protected the Union of Tanzania and Revolution of Zanzibar of 1964. Achievements of big development projects, his kindness, sympathy, comic and love for all Tanzanians.
Unazidi kugusa na kuthibitisha hisia zetu za upendo tulizokuwa nazo kwa marehemu rais wetu.
Prime Minister Kassim Majaliwa was among government leaders present at the occasion.
Tunasheheneza ile ratiba tuliyoipanga ya kwamba siku moja.
We will be here even if it takes us to midnight, so each one of you is able to bid farewell to our leader, because our leader who has gone before us was the President of the United Republic of Tanzania. Today, his body will lie in the State House, Zanzibar, until morning. And tomorrow morning, his body will leave in a special aircraft to MWANZA. And after tomorrow, we hope that his body to be transported by road from MWANZA through the 3-kilometer-long bridge under construction initiated by him. The town after the lake is home to his wife, so we will stop there for 10 minutes so elders can say a word. But also his wife's relatives will be able to see the body pass, after which we will proceed to Sengerema and GEITA Urban to Katoro, then we will enter the constituency which the president led for over 20 years of CHATO. Then we will proceed to CHATO Urban.
Na baada ya kesho tunatarajia mwili huu utembee kwa gari kutoka Mwanza mjini kupitia kwenye daraja kubwa lenye urefu wa kilomita 3 linalojengwa lililobuniwa na yeye mwenyewe. Kesho atapita pale.
Citizens of Zanzibar and others from mainland Tanzania who turned up at the last respects said former President Dr. John Magufuli will be remembered for his strong leadership and patriotism.
Mtu wa mfano katika dunia. Maana
he was an exemplary man in the world, not just in leadership. His heart also loved the people. Helped us to understand that in our ocean there is big fish, a useful resource that could help Tanzanians. This is sufficient lesson for someone young. If you want to do something, just go ahead and do it. He was like that. If he asks you to do something and you don't do it, someone else will do. He protected resources that belong to Tanzanians. He stood for justice and to eradicate poverty.
From Amani Stadium, the body of former President, the late Dr. John Magufuli, was transported along the roads to State House, Zanzibar, with citizens by the roadside waving and others running alongside the convoy of cars.
Mabalozi na wakuu wa mashirika ya kimataifa pamoja na makatibu wakuu na naibu makatibu wakuu kujiandaa.
Envoys and various residents in Dar es Salaam have continued to sign the book of condolences for former President, the late Dr. John Magufuli, at Karimjee ground.
All the best and good, successful, and continue the line which trusting with Magufuli to grow, to go far than that.
And Brazil stands together with Tanzania at this difficult moment. We, of course, trust she will be able to continue walking on the path created by his legacy, and we extend our support, happy to stand by her side and walk together in this new challenges that destiny put on our way, and we are sure that Tanzania is strong enough and its people have the wisdom to overcome this difficult challenge.
Namzungumzia Mheshimiwa hayati Joseph Pombe Magufuli kama ni karama.
I refer him as a gift that God has given us. I, as one of the mourners, I am touched and felt a need of being a part of this history. It is true, as Tanzanians, we have lost a great leader. I feel like he still had a lot to do.
Special prayers were held for former President, the late Dr. John Magufuli, at the old bus stand in CHATO town, GEITA region, organized by the Union of Various Religious Denominations. We are praying for calmness to all Tanzanians at these difficult times, from the family to the late President Magufuli to our leaders and all citizens.
Kwa sababu ya wema kwa matendo yake
From his good deeds to Tanzanians, he was a man of prayers and worked for his Almighty God and sacrificed his life for the sake of his people. That is why we have every reason to grieve for this man. We believe that God will take him to paradise. Tanzania has lost their loved one, but CHATO has lost a lot in him. On behalf of everybody, let us pray for unity, love and peace. We must remain strong always. In January, he was with us. I didn't know that he came to say goodbye.
Sote tumefiwa, lakini CHATO tumefiwa zaidi.
I would like to give precautions because many places are filled with mass of people, which is dangerous. I also made a call that on 24th of March, I would suggest that certain groups of people not to participate, like children, the sick, people with special needs, just stay at home and follow up through television and online.
Leo na kesho kutwa hatuna. Tunatakuwa kwa imara sana. Alikuwa na sisi hapa mwezi Januari. Sikujua kama alikuja kutuaga.
Meanwhile, preparations for the burial of former President Dr. John Magufuli in CHATO District GEITA region are continuing at Magufuli Football Stadium.
Tahadhari, maeneo mengi yana watu wengi mno, ukwepa msongamano wa wenye ambao ni hatarishi kukanyagana, na pia nimetoa wito katika siku ya tarehe 20
kuna sehemu kubwa ya maandalizi katika eneo hili yameshakamilika, zimebaki kazi ndogo za kukamilisha kufunga taa.
As residents of MWANZA await the arrival of the body of former President Dr. John Magufuli tomorrow morning at MWANZA International Airport, the region's police commander ACP Muliro Jumanne Muliro has warned against criminal activities during this period of mourning.
In this mourning period, we are first and foremost strengthening the security to ensure there are no criminal acts while people are mourning. If it happens one commits the criminal acts, plus the feelings that Tanzanians have, together with the law enforcers, it is possible that even the way we will handle you will be different.
Watu watajipanga pembeni mwa barabara.
People will line up on the side of the road. They will wave, but the roads must be open so for the caravan to pass. Cars or bajaji will not be allowed to enter the caravan.
Hiyo ndio sehemu ya heshima ya mkuu ambaye ni mkuu amiri jeshi mkuu wa majeshi ya ulinzi na usalama.
And that is the end of national news. International news follows next. And in international news, as Tanzanians continue to mourn former President, the late Dr. John Magufuli, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, citizens of the country have said they have received with great sorrow news on his death, as he had been a strong pillar in Africa.
We are the followers of Magufuli ideologies. He was loved by many people. I could not sleep without looking at his speeches. Many young people have volunteered here. All of them are supporters of Magufuli. He has been an inspiration to Africans, and we saw him as Haile Selassie in Africa once more. He was in love with Tanzanians, and he is a man who deserves to be mourned. Magufuli is a hero, and he is different from many others. He was the president of the weak. He was a friend of those who could not reach him. He reached out himself.
Hakuchagua watu wa kujiona wapato, hakuchagua
Kenya Medical Practitioners, Pharmacists and Dentists Union has said that there is no room to admit patients in critical conditions due to increasing cases of the coronavirus, with 1,127 new confirmed cases by the Ministry of Health.
We find ourselves as a country 1 year into the pandemic at a tipping point. Lack of adequate ICU units, the lack of adequate critical care specialists. It's been a very difficult place in regards to the response to this pandemic. We support the vaccine rollout as KMPDU. Lack of adequate communication, sensitization and awareness on the COVID vaccine.
Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed admitted Tuesday that troops from neighboring Eritrea were present during the 5-month-old conflict in the troubled northern Tigray region and suggested they may have been involved in abuses against civilians. Abiy said that Eritrean troops had entered along the border because they were concerned they would be attacked by Tigrayan forces, adding that the Eritreans had promised to leave when Ethiopia's military was able to control the border. And that is the end of international news. Business news follows next.
Watch Business Edition as we talk to business leaders and experts in sectors that are transforming Tanzania's economy.
We believe that the driver is the customer.
To change the mindset of traditional HR to the digitalization.
Make sure that everybody can get some access to financial services.
And once we understand the vision of our leaders, we then need to be behind them and help them in achieving that vision.
Business have involved mercantile operations, trade guilds, or shared agricultural production, infrastructure, construction, financial sectors, tourism, and mining. Business Edition on Friday at 8:15 p.m.
Welcome back, and in business news tonight. Petty traders at Kariakor Market in Ilala Municipal Dar es Salaam have asked the government to set aside a special day to commemorate former President, the late Dr. John Magufuli, as he had made sure the business environment for small traders was conducive.
Kwa kweli tumesikitishwa na kifo cha Mheshimiwa John Pombe Joseph Magufuli.
We are very saddened by the death of Honorable John Magufuli. He gave Machinga a lot of opportunities, and today we mourn him and remember his contribution.
Tunamkumbuka na kumjali kwa mchango wake ambao ametugea.
Kama wafanyabiashara wadogo,
as small business owners, we remember where he took us from. We were harassed and abused, expelled from our working spots and beaten, but we will always remember his good deeds toward us.
kulingana na matendo yake makuu aliyotutendea.
Women entrepreneurs have said they will remember the fifth phase government, the late Dr. John Magufuli, for allowing district councils allocate 10% of their budgets to empower women, youth and people with disabilities with loans for business activities.
Kama wanawake wajasiriamali. Kwa jinsi alivyoweza kutusaidia.
As women entrepreneurs, he has helped us a lot. I fail to put this into words. Mostly we thank God. He has brought him for us so that he can take us from one place to the other better place.
Ametutoa gizani, akatuleta kwenye mwanga.
He took us out of dark. He brought light to small entrepreneurs. We were not valued, but he changed all that.
And small producers in Kinondoni municipality have said they will commemorate former President, the late Dr. John Magufuli, for ensuring production systems are improved through the industrial economy policy.
He had fought hard for us. Everywhere we go, we stand by his motto, Tanzania Viwanda. For us entrepreneurs, it has helped me to be where I am today. The last 3-4 years, I only had a single bucket in the streets of Mbagala. But ever since he came with his motto, even the police stopped to harass us. We were walking with his speeches. It really empowered us.
And that is the end of business news. Sports news follows shortly.
Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment and going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's being dragged through to second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment and going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's being dragged through to second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Opposition, Joaquinho, he did lose and led.
Welcome back, and in sports news. The chairperson of Tanzania Women Football Association, Fatuma Karuma, has said that former President-elect Dr. John Magufuli's legacy in women's football is indelible after made then Vice President Samia Suluhu Hassan patron of the association.
Hawa wanawake ninawakabidhi mama yao huyu, Mama Samia.
Mama Samia did us justice. She came to visit our women team and helped us with our problems. So Magufuli was a president who touched every sector. All in all, we are grateful that he has left us with a leader who is capable, who will walk on his footsteps.
Mwenyewe mama jana kwamba alikuwa mwanafunzi mzuri, kwa hiyo katuachia kiongozi ambaye atafuata nyayo zake, ambaye atayaenzi yote aliyoyafanya.
The national football team Taifa Stars has left Nairobi, Kenya for Equatorial Guinea to play against the country's national team on 25th of this month in a group AFCON qualifying game before returning home to play against Libya on the 28th.
We are going to Equatorial Guinea, knowing our position. We have to come from behind, so we are there to get something out of the game. And of course, a win will be fantastic. A draw could still keep the exciting of the last round. So I think the players are prepared well. Again, I still need to see them in some games, so it's gonna be exciting. But I also feel that the players, they're very much professional, and they want to achieve a ticket to the AFCON, because that's every football player's dream, is to come to the AFCON.
Gareth Bale says he plans to return to Real Madrid next season after his loan at Tottenham ends. Here's more on the story. On in September, but has a year left on his Real contract, which expires in the summer of 2020. Bale is with Wales as they prepare for their opening World Cup qualifier away against Belgium on Wednesday. At Real, Bale has won 4 Champions League titles, 2 La Liga championships, 1 Copa del Rey, 3 UEFA Super Cups and 3 Club World Cups. The Houston Rockets have ended their 20 a game losing streak with a 100 and 17-99 victory over the Toronto Raptors. John Wall scored 19 points, 11 rebounds and 10 assists for his first triple-double in 5 years, while Christian Wood added 19 second-half points. The longest losing streak is 28 games set by the Philadelphia 76ers over the 2014-2015 and 2015-2016 season. Elsewhere, the Los Angeles Clippers fought back from 22 points down in the second half to win 119-110 and end the Atlanta Hawks' 8-game winning run. And that's Sports at MWANZA News Bulletin for tonight. My name is Khadija Zimba. Thank you for watching and good night.
Mheshimiwa Rais Magufuli marehemu akiwa anaenda katika ziara zake alikuwa anabeba vitabu vya Kiswahili. Umelisikia ili jana viongozi kadhaa wakitamka. Pengine mchambuzi wetu, hili la kuendeleza Kiswahili naweza nikasema kimya kimya bila makelele, wewe unalizungumziaje?
Naomba niongeze hapo na kitu ambacho pia kilivutia watu wengi ni kumuona miongoni mwa marais ambaye alihutubia kuzungumza Kiswahili fasaha kabisa. Mtu mmoja akaniambia amezungumza kama wenyewe wa baraza la Kiswahili, akamtolea mfano ni Sigara, akasema amezungumza kama yeye Kiswahili. Kwa hivyo ni vitu ambavyo vilivutia kabisa watu wengi, na yeye akasema katika kumwenzi hayati Dr. John Pombe Magufuli, huyu ni rais wa Msumbiji Nyusi huyo, alizungumza alitoa hotuba yake ilikuwa karibu inaelekea dakika 20, lakini hakusita, hakuyumba, hakuwa anatafuta maneno, alizungumza Kiswahili. Sasa ni ndege ya shirika la ndege la Tanzania, ambapo ndege hiyo ni katika uwanja wa ndege wa Dodoma. Bado mwili haujaondoka pale Dodoma. Naamini kabisa dakika chache kutoka hivi sasa mwili tayari umeshapakiwa pale katika ndege hiyo ya Air Tanzania, miongoni mwa ndege ambazo zilinunuliwa na hayati Dr. John Pombe Magufuli kwa serikali ya Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Akasema lazima serikali ya Tanzania iwe na ndege zake. Miongoni mwa ndege ni hii ambayo leo inambeba kiongozi huyu, na sasa ndege ikiwa inafanya maandalizi iweze kupaa kuelekea pale Zanzibar, ambapo shughuli za kuaga mwili utafanyika pale katika uwanja wa Amani taratibu.